This video is going to help you use the Lexis UNI journal database in order to find a specific court case, and it's also going to show you a little bit about a tool called shepherdizing, which you can do on the Lexis UNI page. So, let's start here at the La Sierra University homepage, and we can go to Journal Databases, and then choose by subject. This is a law database, so we can click here and find Lexis UNI. The FT indicates that everything inside this database should be available full text online. So we click on that and Lexis UNI comes up. Okay, here's the search bar. Now let's pretend that I want to find the court case Loving versus Virginia, the famous 1967 case that abolished state laws that allowed discrimination against people of two races who wanted to get married. So I put in Loving v. Virginia to search for, and initially we'll get a lot of different things here. What we're looking at now is news articles. There are 3,880. We don't want news articles. We want the case. And you see here there are only 14 cases. So if we click here, now we're only seeing cases. Now what we can do, you'll notice the first one that pops up is the one that we want. But you'll notice there are a total of 14 that come up with Loving and Virginia as the search terms. And these are all various different ones. Now, if you're not sure what the nature of the case that you're looking at here is, you can click on the preview and it pops up some more information. It's sort of like an abstract, and it gives you some core terms: marriage classifications, marry, interracial, colored, miscegenation, invidious sentence, case summary. You can read this, you can read the overview, and make sure that, yes, in fact, this is the case that we want. So, since this is the case that we want, we can close this, click on the title here, and this pops up the report on the case. So here's the official summary. We've got some LexisNexis head notes that you can look at. A lot of information before the actual content begins. Here's a syllabus listing of people involved, and here is the opinion. Mr. Chief Justice Warren delivered the opinion of the court. This was a 9-0 ruling. So in this case, there are going to be no opposing opinions filed. But all of this is related to the court case. Now, I said something about shepherdizing before, and you might wonder, well, what is shepherdizing? Over here, we have, this is the most important thing, shepherdize this document. But this symbol, this yellow triangle, you see it here as well, the top citing reference, this is called the shepherd's signal, and you can click on this, and it says the following reference has been editorially selected as having the strongest influence on the overall shepherd signal indicator of this case. So that's another hint. If you weren't sure back on the previous page that this is the most important one, this yellow triangle can be a signal to watch out for, that this is probably the one you're searching for. Now, we're going to click on Shepherdize this document, and this brings up a whole list of connections between this case and other cases. Okay, so over here, we have 81 that are cautions, meaning that it was potentially treated in a negative way by another case. Positives, followed by these 50 cases where the original case was treated in a positive way, and then 222 neutral. And these are broken down even more specifically. So, for example, if we wanted to, we could click on the explained by, and it would take us to a list of these 26 citing decisions that explain, to some extent, Loving v. Virginia. And if we scroll down, you can see some of these have highlighting there. Some of these do not, but Loving v. Virginia is going to be referred to in some way by all of these other cases. Now, if we want to go back to the original list, you can just hit back here, and then we have all of these original links. So that lets you find a lot of other attached cases, and it shows you how they are attached, how they refer to the original case. You can further break down the types of cases that you want to look at by clicking on these. If you only want to see U.S. Supreme Court cases, we can click here. There are 93 of those. And furthermore, if you want to resort this, let's say I want to see the newest dates first, you can sort them by that. Okay, so 2019, 2015, 2015. All right. And again, if you want to go back to the original, just hit back a few times, and now you're at the original list of connections for Loving v. Virginia. All right, so there's a lot of powerful stuff here, and we encourage you to take a look at all of this shepherdizing stuff, because it could help you a lot in your research. If you have more questions about this or anything else about finding files and cases at the library, give us an email. We could set up a Zoom if you need to. and good luck.